Greetings to all our viewers and welcome to the channel. Have you ever wondered how an invincible fortress, one that could never be toppled by siege or war, could fall without a single shot being fired? The story of the Trojan Horse is the ultimate masterpiece of deception in ancient history. But what you are about to hear today goes far beyond a simple historical legend. We are about to explore the deepest psychological and cognitive layers of this ancient epic from a completely new perspective. In this video, we will be narrating a profound and eye-opening analysis titled The Trojan Horse and the Infiltration of the Mind's Central Headquarters. This work has been authored and developed by Mr. Mohammad Taheri, the founder of Irfan Kihani Hauke. This text is designed to fundamentally change the way you perceive everything you hear and see. Stay with us until the very end. The Trojan Horse is the story of a wooden horse used to capture an invincible fortress that could not be toppled by siege or direct warfare. The story goes that enemy soldiers had besieged the fortress for a long time. After months of fighting, they grew weary and devised a ruse to conquer it. They constructed a wooden horse, left it outside the fortress, and retreated, pretending they had abandoned the assault, and gifted the wooden horse to the defenders out of respect for their resistance. The defenders of the fortress were captivated by the beauty and grandeur of the wooden horse. They brought it inside and engaged in celebration, feasting, and dancing. However, in the middle of the night, while they lay in a drunken and blissful sleep, the soldiers who had been hidden inside the horse emerged and opened the fortress gates. The enemy, who had used the cover of darkness to return to the fortress, entered and by catching the defenders off guard and massacring them, seized control of the citadel. Everything that exists in the universe and with which man interacts is governed by a consciousness, and behind it another consciousness is hidden, which in some instances may be that very Trojan horse. Or, in other words, just as matter/antimatter and energy/anti-energy exist, consciousness and anti-consciousness are also components of the universe. Therefore, we are constantly exposed to consciousness and anti-consciousness, both of which operate very intelligently. The human mind possesses immense complexities and is equipped with very strong protective filters. The rational filter blocks the entry of any information that contradicts our logic and beliefs. The mind is capable of processing incoming information with great precision, even if it is inverted. In the central headquarters of the mind, there is no limitation on understanding different languages. Any content in any language is comprehensible to this headquarters and is put to use. This level of the mind is a part of the subconscious that we are unaware of, yet its effects appear in human behavior. Utilizing this very principle, the negative network delivers all its false information to the central headquarters of the human mind, influencing their behavior and steering their inclinations in a desired direction. Poetry and music can also be misused as wooden horses by the negative network and be employed on a vast scale in this regard, because under normal circumstances, the human mind does not allow many types of information to pass through. For example, if we hear the command, "Listen to Satan," we will show strong negative resistance and avoid it. However, if this same command is placed in the reverse of a poem or song, since we listen to that song with full consent, to a voice of song with full consent, Pipelishtoaz voice biker is dove, full consent, voice song with full consent, to a voice song with full consent, to a voice song with full consent, to a voiceless 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 song with full consent, to allow the misplaced information behind it, enters the fortress of our existence like a Trojan horse and will leave its impact at the opportune moment. Interestingly, the reversed meaning of the poem being heard has no relation to the literal text of the poem, meaning we cannot access it simply by writing the poem backwards. Furthermore, performing this task is not possible through technology alone. It is an act on the level of a miracle. Since the explanation of this matter is very detailed, it will be presented subsequently. Therefore, at this stage, only practical investigation for the sake of conclusion and proof of these topics is intended. In conclusion, I would like to express my utmost gratitude to Dr. Soresh Azmikha, Dr. Sushant Azmikha, Ms. Mitra Azmikha, and the other friends who have exerted continuous effort and follow-up in preparing this collection. Wishing for divine success, Mohammad Ali Taheri. Thank you for staying with us until the end of this segment. As we have explored, the fortress of our existence is constantly exposed to inputs that may appear beautiful on the surface, but carry anti-consciousness within. Awareness is our only shield. These insights are a gateway to a deeper understanding of the hidden layers of the mind and the universe, as presented by Mr. Mohammad Ali Taheri. In our upcoming videos, we will share more practical dimensions and further details of this perspective with you. We would love to hear your thoughts. Have you ever sensed the presence of a Trojan horse in your own thoughts or life? Until next time, stay conscious and empowered in the light of universal intelligence.